Hello, everybody. How are you? Today, I'm bringing you a new product that I've just released along with Alex Pfeffer. And I would like to show you what is that about. So, as you can see, this is basically the product. It's called Cinematic Moments, Volume 4. As you can see, it's right now on sale, so you can get it really cheap. And it consists on basically 12 ideas of 12 bars, each one of them. And in this particular pack, these ideas are love ideas constructed with orchestra. So I'm gonna show you a little bit about that. Okay, so let's dig into it. So this is the project, Cubase project I worked on back in the day. Um, as you can see, it's 12 ideas. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, up to 12. Okay, several tempo changes, several signature changes, and then we have here piano, harp, a bunch of strings, string instruments or articulations. Then we used also brass, also woodwinds, no percussions or synthesizers here. So as you can see, there are some of them that are like disabled. This means that these tracks, I didn't use them because when I work on these projects, I usually do it with a template that I have. So you don't have, I haven't used those tracks. So don't get upset if you see that empty. Okay, so basically I'm gonna show you a little bit about what I did. Okay, then go ahead. Okay, this first idea is basically on piano. This is probably the one I like less because the one of the ideas that I have behind these products that I'm selling right now is to basically work a little bit on a particular style. I worked back in the day on adventure packs that are is also as well on sale. It's been it's been sold at Alex Pfeffer store, and now I wanted to explore a little bit about love and how love is used on or constructed with orchestra for movies or whatever you need. So in this particular idea, I use piano, harp, a bunch of basically almost all the time is long sustained notes with with the violins and the string orchestra. Sometimes like in this case, I like to use horns, and the use of woodwinds is going to be, I think, everywhere in the project. Okay, so let me show you this one. Okay, so my strings are doing weird things today. I don't know why. Some of them are getting cut when they start playing. I don't really know why is that happening, but I'm sorry about that. Okay, as I said, this is probably the idea that I like the less because it was the first one. Then I think throughout the process I improved my skills about this, so it got better and better. Up to the very last ones that I think that are the absolutely best ones. So this second idea, as you can see, is again I have piano that is, I think, is overall in, I think, in all of them. Again, a couple strings here and some woodwinds. Okay, remember that the whole idea of this product is to give you ideas something that you can use when you, for example, you have a short movie that you have to work on and you don't have any particular idea on how to work on a love scene. And with these packs, the whole idea is exactly that, to get into the hands of another composer and gets his ideas, in this case my ideas, and use them for yourself. You can grab only the piano, maybe you can grab only one part. You can get the whole thing, and you can work on your project with someone else's ideas that you will convert into yours. So I think it's a very interesting product. So let's move to the third one. This particular one, we have the piano, we have more strings, we have some more brass, and again we have I think it's the full woodwind section playing. Okay, in this one we have pizzicatos as well. I think it's a beautiful ensemble, as you can see with the strings only. Okay, then it was the telos here. Okay, I think that's a nice idea. So moving on to the fourth one, we have here a smaller ensemble. In this particular case, we're playing with harp, no piano. In this case, we have a couple harmonics, a couple on the violins. We have pizzicatos, and we have a cello solo. So let's listen to this. Okay, this is a simpler one. I think it's a beautiful one. So let's move on to the next one. The fifth idea, and this one we have more stuff. Okay, most of these ideas were inspired on some movies I've seen, and that I remember that they had some kind of love scene. So I checked on those and basically replicate an idea that was close to that, so that we have a wide range of different ideas when it comes to love scenes. All right. I was thinking that I should have added some brass here. It could have been fun and complete a little bit the idea, but I didn't, so this is the idea. Sixth idea, we reached the half of the project. So In this one we have the piano, we have the harp, and you have the full violin section with sustained notes supported by horns. This is a technique that I usually work with, and then we have some woodwinds again. So this is like a bigger ensemble. Okay, I remember this one. This is from a Spider-Man movie, and I think it's one that has Emma Stone on it. So I take that one of the love scenes where she discovers that the guy is Spider-Man, and I like that idea, and I did something similar to that. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's go to the seventh idea. Seventh idea is harp, mainly, no piano in this particular case. We have the violins carrying the whole thing, and then we have like a full orchestra playing. Okay, this was a particular love scene that I saw because some of them are always filled with probably doomed destiny, and I found out that a big part of a good part of the love scenes of the love songs for movies usually have this scent of sadness or despair. It's not always magical and love, and sometimes it's okay, there's love, but there's something bad happening in the future. I remember in this particular case with the Game of Thrones soundtrack, all love themes are filled with doom and despair. They're all sad tracks, so I like that idea, so I included one of these for the product. So I hope you like it. So let's moving on to the eighth idea. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is a beautiful one. I didn't remember about this one. Not very complex, as you can see. It's all led by the piano, and then we are filling here and there with melodies in the woodwinds. We have some support on the horns, only in the beginning, in the first part, and then we move to something with strings and the piano. So I think it's a beautiful one. Let's move to the ninth idea. So bigger one here, we have trombones here, we have trumpets, we have horns, we have not all the ensemble for the woodwinds, but a good part of it, and we have the sustained strings with the piano. Let's see what this is about. Okay, I remember this idea. I wrote a song like 25 years ago, something like that, and that song included this particular idea, a longer idea, like a long song. But I don't think that song was so good. So I got this part that I liked because it has this kind of Arabian Egyptian vibe on it, and I liked it back in the day. I liked it now, and I think with the libraries that we have now, it sounds really, really, really good. So let's move on to the 10th idea. Simpler idea, as you can see, only starting with strings, and then we move on full ensemble with a big part of the brass section, a big part of the woodwind section. I remember this one. Let's see. Okay, again, this is one of the tracks with some sense of sadness behind. I liked a lot the string section here. But again, I think it sounds a bit more complete when you add the brass section behind. Listen to this. It adds this fullness that the string section by itself doesn't achieve. So I like this a lot. So moving on to the 11th idea, this I enjoyed this a lot. Writing this part of the harp was challenging because I wanted to emulate something. When you're a composer, you like to get inspired by other musicians, and one of the musicians that I've been inspired forever is Thomas Newman, and he wrote the soundtrack for Wall-E, and that's a movie that I absolutely love. And the soundtrack is amazing. It's filled with Lydian sounds and this kind of vibe that the Lydian gives to the music, and harps, And I wanted to emulate something like that, and this is what came out. Every time I listen to this, I think on what could go after this, because this is just a 12-bar idea, so that should be extended. So let's take the harp. I think it's a nice thing, This is I think the idea is the song is called Dancing whatever in the Wally soundtrack that starts with a similar harp idea, and I liked it a lot to add the English horn and the oboe doing the melodies in this part. This gives this kind of fantasy, ethereal vibe to the sound. Then we have here also the piano, but in this case it's not carry on the whole thing. It's just in a background. Take this. I also like a lot the counterpoints given by the harp in these parts. And here it goes with the harp goes with the piano. So moving on to the next part. As I said, these last ideas are, in my opinion, are the best. And I enjoyed a lot working on those. This is a smaller idea with less instruments, but I think it's a beautiful one. This particular idea I got inspired with Forrest Gump because that's the kind of Forrest Gump doesn't have love scenes by itself because all the all the love scenes that it might have are filled with this kind of innocence and love. It's like a pure love for Forrest that Jenny, I think it was the name Jenny has for him. Other than more romantic or sexual, So I like this idea of doing something like with this vibe, in this particular case, it's the piano that is leading the whole thing, but I liked a lot the ensemble that I worked behind that. Take this. Okay, so this is it. I hope you have enjoyed the whole process of showing me how I did this product that is called Cinematic Moments. You can find this product in Alex Pfeffer store. I will give you the link on the description so that you can go and check it by yourself. You can also listen the whole thing again in my SoundCloud page that you will find linked in that same link. So I hope you enjoyed this process and see you the next time.